Good evening and welcome to the G's Live. We're just turning the fans off because we haven't got air conditioning in the house yet. Oh.
Which is wonderful.
So we've got fans everywhere.
Hot and steamy.
And what about the fans?
Glass is steaming up. Lovely. Do we
So,
care? No, we don't
That's
care.
the reason that we're late. We've been...
Working
Actually, we're exhausted.
our
I am.
buns off. I've been
Yes.
out in the garden reading.
Yes.
What have you been doing while I've been in the garden reading?
What? Hello?
Hello. Oh, I've been
Hello.
sawing. I've been sawing a door to make it fit.
And so have I, drilling
You've been
and
drilling,
banging with a saw.
banging. It's been great. What a day. What a day we've had. Fantastic. Yes, read a bit of the Truth About Marriage, which I'm thinking of renaming like Marriage Smarriage. Marriage Schmarriage. Anyway, we were talking about...
Yes, I'm just
Yes.
looking at it here.
Okay,
I'm going through, this is the, what is it called?
Truth About Marriage?
Truth About Marriage.
I
Yes.
just said that.
I
Did
know,
you
but I
hear me?
didn't hear you.
Oh, okay. That's the kind of day we've had. And we've had people around, keeping our 6 feet distance, of course.
So
Yes.
was this me saying there's so much I want to teach you?
Yes.
I would never say that with you.
Well,
You're unteachable.
well, you laughed when you said it.
Oh, good. Because there's no way you're going to take any notice of me. So the whole thing is about laughing and fun and humour. So we have to be able to do that at all times. Correct?
Correct.
And
You get so caught up
Right.
in waving.
I'm sweating like a fuck pig. Does a pig sweat even? I don't
I
think a
don't
pig
think
does.
they do, but maybe they do.
Why do we say that then?
I
Anyway,
don't think anybody says sweating like
so
a
we're
pig.
talking about being funny,
Right.
not serious, but funny. Funny, and you smile and you forget everything, and then you're just laughing, and then it's all gone, and we can get back to normal. Correct?
Correct. Can you speak like that?
I can speak like that. That's what I'm going to look like soon.
Oh no, don't.
Don't. No teeth, all gone.
No, so what happens is, so if we have an argument, what I've found is sometimes, or actually all the time, there'll be something that you or I do, or the situation where a little giggle is just kind of like right there of like how absurd and how funny this is. And
Yes.
in the past, I've always kind of like quelled it down because my ego doesn't want to make fun of myself when I'm angry
Oh, God
because I want
forbid.
to be right. And what I've learned since I've turned 70, it's only taken me 70 years.
By the way, in 2 days she's...
71.
Yeah.
What I've learned in my 71 years
Is that...
to let that laughter bubble come up and
Yes.
and then we laugh about it.
So if you'd done that at an earlier time, you could have probably got away with 25 hard years of labour in our 50-year marriage just by doing that.
Yes.
Yeah. But there we are. We're surrounded by butts.
Well, could you have done the same, my sweet Rose?
But I am the one that makes you laugh.
Oh no, not necessarily.
Oh, yes.
What happens is there is a little bubble of laughter at the absurdity. It's not just you, because you're usually in the argument as well. You know, you get as much upset as I do.
Thank you.
Anyway, here we are arguing about the arguing. Oh,
Right.
we're so nuts.
I love a little bicker. The Bickersons, I love it.
I don't
So
really
what do you
like
do
it.
to
Yes.
be happy then?
So you laugh. So it's that
Well-
little bubble of laughter. I don't know if you can do this with your boss though.
No, not a good idea.
you shouldn't really
If
be
you start
arguing
laughing at them,
with
you'll
your
be
boss.
out the door.
Right.
How dare you?
So
Be gone,
timing
black
is
spot.
everything.
Timing is everything and anything, and I hope we're all doing it. Timing to be happy. Timing to be the way
But
it
it's
is.
like with this coronavirus. I mean, there are funny things about it. Not about the virus itself, but about, you know, the fact wearing wearing a mask and it steams up your glasses and, you know.
Yeah, we
it
can't really
slips
talk to
off
people
and-
now that wear the burqa, can we?
No.
There you go. See?
What?
That's a good thing.
Right. Where are you going with this?
Well, nothing. We've got we've got this going on,
Right.
and they've got that going on, and it's quite normal.
Right.
So we can't be bitchy-moany about it.
I was never bitchy-moany about
Not
it.
you, Cicely.
And now we have things like, we come out of a shop and I've got the hand sanitizer and I'm like, don't touch your face, put this on. So it's all of these things.
Yes.
Is there anything else funny? I'm not sure.
Well, everything's funny.
All right.
Even COVID, or as I like to call it, Budweiser virus.
Oh,
As opposed
Corona.
to Corona.
Right.
Not funny now. It's lost its glow.
Here's something that's not funny,
Ah.
but it's very interesting. You were telling me today who've actually given money to the coronavirus fund to try and find vaccines. Lady Gaga, $35 million. George Clooney,
Yeah, there was a load of
$1 million.
people that were, not just movie stars or singers, but and then it says, and these are the people who aren't, and it was all the religious people.
Like Joel Osteen.
Joel Osteen and that old guy on the 700 Club, and the one that goes heel and they all fall over.
All right.
Sing Jing Bing Bong, something. None of them have given any money. Benny Hill. Benny Hanna. Benny Hinn.
Yeah, Benny Hinn.
Anyway.
Yeah. Nothing.
Nothing.
So this is true and verifiable.
Very, very burbable
Jeez, it's been a long day.
by the Billy Bongs. It's
Facts.
very bearable by the Billy Bongs. I have a corona. Hold the virus. Ba-dum bum. Oh, very good. Yes, that was Julie. I have a corona. Ba-dum bum. Yeah, and corona sales have dropped because it's called corona.
All right.
We've got some real... Anyway.
We can be dingbats.
We can
Let's
all
not be
be
judgmental
dingbats,
and critical of
except
people.
me.
We've done very dingbatty things in our life, very dingbatty, that we wouldn't even want anybody to know how dingbatty they've been.
Go on, name one.
I can't, because then it will be really double dingbat, won't it?
It's very
Well-
bad, though, to say that.
Well,
we've
all
done
right
it.
then. Buy
Go on,
high,
then.
sell low.
We love that.
I've done that with stocks.
That's our motto with stocks.
I have bought stocks high and in a fearful moment have sold low, thereby losing money. I've done that.
You have indeed.
I have
We would be
eaten
living on the Riviera now if you were...
a Boston cream pie when trying to lose weight. That's a really dingbatty thing to do.
Eating a Boston cream pie while riding a horse.
That would be silly,
But you would have
but
done
fun.
that.
I would have done
Yes. Anything
Um,
actually with a Boston cream pie you would do.
that. Anything that you've
That's
done.
how I
It
have to
feels
entice
like
you
I'm-
into the bedroom.
Oh God.
A trail of Boston cream pies into the bed.
Not rose petals. Boston. You should try that one
Oh,
day. It'd be
please.
fun.
No, because you would bloody well do it.
I couldn't eat them all, but I would have a good old try.
Oh, just a second. Somebody's calling me. Carry
Oh.
on.
Ah, right. So
Hey-ho.
there we go. Anyway,
Well,
we're in the middle of trying to get some air conditioning. We think we can, which will be great, but what the heck, even if we can't, life is amazing. I think if you're able to watch this, then you're obviously blessed because you've got an iPhone and you've got the time and the capability to do it. I was also, strangely, so you know Tony Robbins, and he does the firewalk and everything, and Jeff and I did it way back in London, and we did it at Wembley Stadium, listened to his 4-day thing, and then we did the firewalk. And I really like Tony Robbins, but he's kind of put out a podcast that I was watching last night, and I don't know, it just seemed to be that he's saying, you know, COVID is similar to the flu. Do we know that these statistics are correct? Don't be fearful, live your life with passion. And, you know, so we were talking about that. I mean, just because you're self-isolating does not mean that you're fearful. You know, we're self-isolating, but we're not scared. We're saying
We're
hi to
terrified.
people. So I think that Tony Robbins, seems to be someone that wants everyone to go back to work. And then he kind of was talking about older people, and I don't know. Look, I'm 71 in a couple of days. And I don't want to die, even though I know I'm going to die. But I don't want to die of COVID-19 in a hospital bed on my own. Who the hell
Exactly.
does? So, and older people have, I know there's a lot of shite talked about baby boomers. We caused the planet to do this, that and the other and blah, blah. And
Really?
yeah.
Sorry, that's me closing the door now.
So,
I'm
know what?
wandering
We've
aimlessly
also
around the
done a great job with certain things. Just like, nobody wants to cause the environment to suffer. Nobody wants to die alone in a hospital bed, whatever your age. So I wasn't really happy with Tony Robbins. And then Jeff, as you said, well, a lot of his friends are corporations,
They're all business.
corporate, they're all business people. And I get it, we need to go back to work and we need to, fire up the economy. But really, do we need to fire it up with, minimum wage, $13 an hour? Come on, can we not do something about health, about the environment, about people getting paid a little bit more, people getting paid a sustainable wage?
Yes.
Those are the kinds of things that we need to be talking about, and not like going back to the work, same old, work your ass off for 13. Can you imagine working for $13 an hour? $10 an hour.
Minimum
$10 an hour. So an 8-hour day, that's $80. What the hell can you do with $80?
How do you survive with children and rent?
Rent and gas and
But
electricity.
nobody cares
and
when you're
utilities.
making a lot of money.
So.
What does the Bible say?
Oh my God! Oh, you're back again. All right. My
Yes, what is-
wandering.
A wandering minstrel.
Minstrel I, the man of
Right.
swings and
Yes. Go on
tatters.
then. Now I'm going to wander.
Right. Oh, how dare you? Doesn't it say in the Bible? How does it go again?
Those that have
Those that have
will have more.
shall be given everything. Those that have not, all will be taken away. So I think that's why some good Christians can keep making lots of money, because it says it in the Bible. But can a rich man get into heaven? How about putting a camel through the eye of a needle? I bet you that would piss the camel off.
Right.
Camel off!
I think the eye of a needle was the narrow gates that they used to have around the citadels. I don't know.
I'm trying
but
to tell a joke here.
Okay.
I'm just going to get serious here again. Right. Very good.
So are we? Listen, I'm not pissed off at Christians. I think most Christians are great, and they want to do great. They volunteer. There's people. They've got great programs for volunteering. There's a great sense of community and a sense of all will be well in the end.
And
But I think-
evangelicals think that Trump is being brought by God to solve all
can't
their
really swallow that somehow.
And so it goes. But anyway, to be a clear, free-thinking human being, there lies the rub. To carry on doing the same stuff that we do generation after generation, or to think differently, to look at the potential behind every situation and make it great. Because there's that old thing about, is it a problem or is it just an opportunity? I don't know. I'd like to smack the one that said that, because it's really annoying. There are problems everywhere. So we just accept them and move on. Let's move on differently once this virus is over and we can get back. No more being normal again. No more being like it was, because like it was didn't work for 90% of the people. We've got kids and their husbands and that working their asses off just to survive. Is that it? I mean, at the end of life, could you just say, well, what did you do? Well, I just worked really hard. And, well, that's about it, really. I gave my kids better advantage. What did they do? They took advantage of the advantage and did bugger all.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Well, not every kid does
Yeah,
that.
most kids do. If you give kids everything, they take everything. Duh. They're not interested. But anyway,
Well, if you
let's
give-
let's move forward into a happier life where we're thinking about people and not just things. Here we go. She's doing that now. Okay, lady. Do you want my wallet?
Yes.
Never mind. Right.
Oh yeah. Listen, I like what you were saying to begin with is to have fun with it, because serious. Although I've noticed that having fun, like movies, comedies, don't get as much.
Attention. There's a good drama.
An
where people
Oscar.
are being killed.
Right.
Yeah.
I think we
Human
need
beings
to.
love the gory, disgusting stuff. We've got to change that. How about let's do the good news week, and let's talk about good things and funny things and interesting things, as opposed to, well, look what's happening and none of it works, guys. That's the other thing, by the way. There's nothing going on here because none of it is real. We've no idea what the hell we're doing. All we've got is our tiny little brain going, is this really what I want to do? Val and I think, have been incredibly lucky that we've done stuff that we really loved and were passionate and still are. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. I think a lot of people have no idea what they're on the planet for, and they're 60 and they still don't know. Think about what you really want to do and do it. Oh, but it's difficult, Jeff. I've got this job and I've got money. And I go, yeah, but you're just a slave. Do the best that you can with the talents that you've got. Find out what your talents are and do them. That's my... Do you want to say anything?
I think we've got to be careful, because there are people who have lost their job. Like that friend of ours who, for 35 years, worked for an airline, hostess, working in the first class cabin,
Flight
loyal,
attendant.
right?
Host.
Flight attendant.
Hostess with the most...
And they've just laid her off, and 42,000 of the workers,
all
of them.
They're all stuff.
And they last year made 1.9 billion pounds in profit, which is kind of like
$2.5 billion. $2.5 billion in profit.
So why?
But there we are, babe. We have to accept. If you want to be that, that's your job. 35 years, long enough. Get out. Because they're paying her about 20 times more than a young girl at 20 just starting as a flight attendant. Oh, let me think.
Yeah. Actually, we had that conversation with someone last night about, because then the CEO is making, millions of dollars, $3 to $4 million
$5 million a year.
dollars a year, and over a 6 to 9 year period
Over
made
9 years,
33.
he's made 35 million.
right.
But there you go.
So anyway, this person that we were talking with was saying, well, yeah, but they do a huge amount, because they're
We think.
the CEO, they
We've
do
no
a
idea
huge
what they
amount,
do.
they've got to go to court and blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
but they've got lots of people doing all the work for them.
Yeah, they do.
Teams
they do.
of accountants to try and not pay tax. Teams of marketing people to try and work it out. Teams of financial people how to spend the money wisely. Teams doing research and development.
Right.
Hello. Need I say more?
No, you needn't say more.
But anyway, here
Well,
we
I feel
go.
like we've gone a bit of a down. It doesn't feel
But
like
it's very
much
down.
fun
I was
right
happy,
now.
and now I'm really happy.
I really brought
Talking
all of
about
that up.
upsetting things.
So,
So-
all that we can do is have a sense of purpose in your life, even if you don't like your job. Be great at your job. Be happy in your job, and then you're more likely to get a job which really suits
You
you,
deserve. Yes.
as opposed to grumbling and bumbling about your job and your money. And
Nobody
then
likes a
just
grumbler and bumbler.
continuing that. So it's that kind of strength of mind, isn't it? We've gone through hardships, especially in that 2008. We had houses foreclosed, we had to go bankrupt, we literally had no money coming in, and we kept a really strong attitude, and we worked and we figured things out. And
Well, we did things differently.
Did things differently, and And as
Never
a
give up.
result, we got out of that and came out even better than when we started.
See, that's the great thing that she's got to remember, the flight attendant.
Yes.
This upset will pass, and from the ashes of disaster grow the roses of success.
Right.
So in a couple of years, she'll find this wonderful job, and she can't believe how lucky she is.
Yeah, I mean, it could.
Yeah, well, no, it will.
It will.
It's a state of mind. Look at all the energy that's surrounding us, that's everywhere. If we plug into that energy,
Well, here's something, though, that I want to say about
Yes.
that, because I think that's what Trump does. Everything's happy and positive, and look how great
No, it
everything is
isn't.
that he's done. And well, that's what he does, though, isn't he? Look how great I
No.
am. And
he's a cowardly little man who
Well,
blames everybody but himself.
but there's
He's
this
a
sense of
psychopathic idiot.
kind of positivity of, you know, it's amazing and I'm amazing and
But he never
America's
says
amazing.
anything other than, I'm amazing, it's amazing. What is, oh, it's really amazing though. It's several times more amazing than the amazing. I
Well,
never
I
know
guess-
what he's talking about.
I guess what I'm saying is you can't just sit down and be positive. You do have to do some action and take action and stuff and do work and, you know, stand outside of your normal comfort zone and do things differently.
God damn it.
What the
And on that happy note,
Yes.
shall we say goodnight, Gracie?
I think we should. You can
Right,
press
guys.
finish and I'm
oh,
going...
I can right,
Yes.
because everybody's leaving.
Goodbye.
I'm gonna mop my brow.
Goodbye. We're leaving you. Goodbye.
Goodbye. A bit of long goodbye. Goodbye.